You are secretly ruining your own mood every single day by using 3 specific words that you probably think are harmless. If you feel exhausted and drained by your daily schedule, the issue might not be your calendar but your own vocabulary. Think about how many times you say the words "I have to" during a typical Monday morning. I have to wake up early, or I have to go to the gym, or I have to finish this boring report. Every time those words come out of your mouth, your brain sends a signal that you are a prisoner to your life. You are telling your subconscious mind that you are being forced to do things against your will, which creates instant stress. This simple phrase is a linguistic trap that makes you feel like a victim of your own choices and your own success. The good news is that you can flip a switch in your brain by changing just one word in that sentence. Instead of saying "I have to," start saying "I get to," and watch how your entire physical energy changes in a second. This is the power of reframing, and it is the most practical tool you will ever use for your personal growth. Reframing is not about lying to yourself or pretending that hard work is actually a fun party at the beach. It is about moving from a burden-based outlook to a gratitude-based outlook without changing a single fact of your day. When you say "I have to," you are focusing on the obligation and the weight of the task resting on your shoulders. When you say "I get to," you are suddenly focusing on the opportunity and the privilege that many people would die for. Think about the science of your words, because your brain actually builds neural pathways based on the language you use most often. If you constantly complain about your duties, you are literally wiring your brain to feel more stress and more resentment every day. By shifting your language, you start to recognize that many of your burdens are actually the results of choices you once made. You chose your job, you chose your home, you chose your relationships, so why do they feel like heavy weights now? Let us look at the professional world, because that is where most of us feel the heaviest pressure to perform. Imagine you are sitting at your desk and you realize you have a massive report due by 5 o'clock this evening. Your gut reaction is to tell a coworker that you have to finish this annoying report before you can even think about leaving. In that moment, you are looking at the report as a giant wall standing between you and your freedom at home. Now try reframing that thought by telling yourself that you get to showcase your expertise and contribute to your team. You get to show your boss exactly why you are the best person for this role and why you deserve that next promotion. This shift does not make the work go away, but it changes your posture and your focus from being tired to being capable. Think about that one difficult client who always calls to complain about the smallest details of a project you just finished. You probably tell your friends that you have to deal with this person again and it is going to ruin your entire afternoon. Instead, tell yourself that you get to sharpen your negotiation skills and practice staying calm under extreme pressure today. Every annoying person you deal with is actually a free coach helping you become a master of conflict resolution and emotional intelligence. Think about your morning commute when you are stuck in bumper-to-bumper traffic and the sun is hitting your eyes. You might feel like you have to drive through this mess just to get to a building where you sit all day. Reframe that time as a moment where you get to have 30 minutes of quiet peace away from everyone else. You get to listen to a great podcast or plan out your biggest goals while the rest of the world is rushing around. Even professional development can feel like a chore if you think you have to attend a long seminar on a Saturday morning. If you say you get to expand your network, you are opening yourself up to meet someone who might change your career forever. Health and physical wellness is another area where our language often makes us feel like we are suffering for no reason. Most people wake up and think they have to go to the gym to suffer through a workout they do not really enjoy. They see the treadmill as a torture device and the weights as a heavy punishment for what they ate over the weekend. Try telling yourself that you get to move a body that is healthy, capable, and strong enough to handle a challenge. There are millions of people who would give everything they own to have legs that can run or arms that can lift. When you reframe exercise as a privilege, you stop looking at the clock and start feeling the power in your own muscles. The same thing happens when you look at your plate and see a green salad instead of a greasy cheeseburger or pizza. You might feel like you have to eat this salad because you want to lose weight or because your doctor told you to. Reframe that meal by telling yourself that you get to fuel your body with nutrients that give you long-term energy. You are not depriving yourself of junk, you are choosing to invest in a version of yourself that feels amazing tomorrow. Even Even sleep hygiene can be reframed because we often feel like we have to go to bed early to be responsible adults. If you tell yourself that you get to give your brain the rest it needs to perform at its peak, you will actually sleep better. You are giving your mind a gift of recovery so that you can wake up with clarity instead of feeling like a zombie. Think about medical checkups, which most of us avoid because we feel like we have to see the doctor for a boring exam. In reality, you get to access modern healthcare that can catch problems early and ensure you live a long and vibrant life. Many people in history died from things that we can now fix with a simple pill or a quick visit to a local clinic. Personal finance is perhaps the place where we feel the most resistance because paying money away never feels fun at first. When that electricity bill hits your inbox, your first thought is probably that you have to pay this huge amount of money. Try to remember that you get to live in a warm and lit home with modern comforts like a fridge and a computer. You are paying for the luxury of light and heat and the ability to cook food for your family whenever you want to. When you save 20% of your paycheck, do not think that you have to hide that money away and never touch it. Tell yourself that you get to buy your future freedom and your security so that you never have to worry about emergencies. Every dollar you save is a brick in the wall of your future independence, and that is a very exciting thing to do. Tax season is usually the time of year when people complain the loudest about what they have to do for the government. But if you have to pay taxes, it means you earn enough income to be taxable and you live in a society with roads. You get to be a contributing member of a community that provides schools and safety for everyone who lives there. Our families and relationships also benefit deeply from this simple shift in how we talk about our daily responsibilities. Parents often feel drained because they have to pick up the kids from school or take them to soccer practice every day. If you reframe that as getting to spend extra time with your children, you will start to hear stories you would have missed. You get to be the person they see first when they walk out of that school building with a big smile on their face. Household chores are another major source of stress for couples and families who feel like they have to do everything alone. When you are standing at the sink, remember that you get to clean a home that provides you with safety and comfort. The fact that you have dishes to wash means you have plenty of food to eat and people to share it with. Social obligations like weddings or birthday parties can sometimes feel like items on a checklist that you have to finish. Instead, realize that you get to celebrate a major life milestone with people who actually care about you and want you there. You get to be part of a community and create memories that will last much longer than the 3 hours you spend there. Even difficult conversations with your partner can be reframed from a scary chore into a massive opportunity for growth. Instead of saying you have to talk about a problem, say you get to deepen your intimacy by being honest and vulnerable. Every hard conversation is a chance to build a stronger foundation for a relationship that can survive any storm in the future. Self-care and personal growth are meant to be positive, but we still manage to turn them into obligations in our heads. You might feel like you have to say no to a friend because you are too tired to go out on a Friday night. Reframe that as getting to protect your energy for the things that truly matter to your long-term happiness and health. When you are learning a new skill or a new piece of software, do not think that you have to study for hours. Tell yourself that you get to upgrade your skill set for the digital age and stay relevant in a fast-changing world. Meditation often feels like something people have to do because they read about it in a book or saw it on a blog. But you actually get to give yourself 10 minutes of peace in a noisy world that is constantly trying to grab your attention. It is a gift of silence that you give to your own nervous system, and it is something you should look forward to. Adversity is the ultimate test of this mindset because it is very hard to feel grateful when things are going wrong. If a project fails and you have to start over, it is easy to feel defeated and like you wasted all your time. Reframe it by telling yourself that you get to start again with more experience and more wisdom than you had before. You are not starting from zero, you are starting from a place of knowing exactly what does not work for your goals. When someone gives you harsh feedback, do not think that you have to listen to their mean comments or their criticism. Tell yourself that you get to see your own blind spots through someone else's eyes so you can fix them quickly. Managing change in your life or your career can feel like something you have to adapt to just to survive the day. Instead, see it as getting to evolve and prove your own resilience in the face of a challenge that would stop others. You are building a mental muscle that will make you unstoppable because you no longer fear when things move around you. The best way to implement this is to try the check your language exercise every time you speak for one full day. Try to catch yourself mid-sentence whenever you hear the words "I have to" coming out of your mouth in conversation. Pause for a second and then pivot to saying "I get to" while you look for the hidden benefit in that specific task. This is a privilege check because many things we complain about are things that other people are praying for right now. The job you hate is the job someone else is dreaming of getting so they can pay their rent and feed their family. The noisy kids you have to watch are the children that someone else is struggling to conceive after years of trying. Consistency is much more important than perfection when you are trying to change how you talk and how you think. Reframing is a muscle that requires daily training before it becomes a natural part of your personality and your vibe. You cannot always control your circumstances or the things that happen to you, but you always control your own narrative. You are the author of your own life story and you get to decide if it is a story of a victim or a story of a winner. Start using this one simple shift today and you will be amazed at how much more energy you have by tonight. If this shift in perspective helped you today, watch the video on your screen right now to keep mastering your mindset.